Chronicles from the Ablekuma North. Well, after a month of silence and uncertainty, the Electoral Commission has returned to the spotlight with a renewed determination to resolve the long-standing impasse over the Ablekuma North parliamentary election, and this time, Ghanaians are listening. Today, the Commission held its second closed-door meeting with the leadership of the political parties in a bid to chart a clear path forward. Sources familiar with the discussion review that a partial rerun of the election is now a strong possibility. This latest meeting follows an initial internal engagement with both parties on June 13, as well as the Commission's public appearance before Parliament on June 19, 2025. During that session, Dr. Bosman Asari, the EC's deputy chair in charge of corporate affairs, broke the Commission to prolonged silence, offering a rare update on the situation. Addressing the House, Dr. Asari explained that the delay in collating results stemmed from several challenges, including missing and an or unverified pink sheets, the absence of legal guidance from the Attorney General's Department, and the need for adequate police protection. He assured Parliament that the Electoral Commission stands ready to conclude the electoral process once the necessary security arrangements are in place. Take a listen.
Before the date for the collation, the police invited the Electoral Commission for a meeting on 13th May 2025 and informed the Electoral Commission that there was a pending case at the Supreme Court with respect to the Ablekuma North constituency, and further indicated that because of the legal process at the Supreme Court, they were unable to provide security to the Commission for the completion of the collation, since that will amount to contempt of court. In a letter dated 15th May to the Ghana Police Service, the National Election Security Task Force, the Commission informed them that our attention has been drawn to the fact that there was no injunction application pending or any process that prevents the Electoral Commission from going ahead to complete the process, and further requested for protection to enable the Electoral Commission to do its work. Furthermore, in the letter, the Commission requested a meeting the next day, that is 16th May, on Friday, to agree on a date for the completion of the collation. The Ghana Police Service, the National Election Security Task Force, in a response to our letter, informed the Commission that the issue of the completion of the collation of Ablekuma North constituency parliamentary election result has been referred to the Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Justice for legal advice, and further stated that in the view of the referral, the National Security Task Force will hold on until the legal advice is received. Since then, we have followed up with the police, and they have indicated they have not received the advice from the Attorney General. If in the wisdom of the Commission, there should be a rerun, the Commission will do that. But in the Ablekuma instance, the evidence of the results, we had the same instance in Dobikwa-Benya. We even went to the extent of collecting the tally cards from the agents of the parties. So Ablekuma, no, we haven't reached the point where the Commission will say we don't have the results.
So this is Dr. Bosman Asari, Deputy Chair in charge of corporate services. When he appeared before Parliament after members of Parliament hauled him before Parliament, so that's what he said, that there was not going to be a rerun, but there's a U-turn today. Now they said that there's going to be a rerun of that particular parliamentary election, but also they raised concerns about the police protection. Well, the CID boss weeks ago also gave some assurances on its readiness to provide security for the exercise.
The election collation, as Director of Public Affairs said, if the EC is ready, we are always ready to provide the security. So I believe that they will take it up with the Inspector General of Police, but the service is always ready to provide the needed security supports for any exercise, whether it's the EC or any other institution.
So that's the CID boss, lawyer Lydia Yako Donko, giving that assurance there. But what do you also make of that decision for a rerun in that particular constituency? Share your thoughts with us on our WhatsApp number 0500,202. But the background to all this is the December 7, 2024 election held across 281 polling stations, but still without a declared winner due to the incomplete collation and a fire outbreak on December 17 that destroyed electoral materials at the Kwashiman cluster of schools. The EC has insisted insisted it has to duplicate data to finish the process. But the National Democratic Congress insists that more than 30 polling stations, possibly 62, are compromised and only a partial rerun will be fair. The MPP also strongly opposes any rerun and says the remaining 3 polling station results are enough to declare a winner in Parliament. The majority chief whip also warned that the House will not tolerate any further delay.
What exactly has prevented the Commission from declaring the Ablekuma parliamentary results since the December 7th elections? I would like to start by saying that the Electoral Commission is anxious about completing the Ablekuma parliamentary election results to ensure that the people of Ablekuma have a representative in Parliament. As such, we are not relenting and we are not resting on our oars, but we are continuing to engage with the security agencies to ensure that we have the protection to complete the collation. It must be noted that an Accra High Court on 4th January 2025 ruled that the Electoral Commission should go and complete the collation of the results Tema Central, Ablekuma North, PAA KWESI Central and Techiman South constituencies. We have completed all the constituencies except Ablekuma North. These are the efforts the Commission has made so far to ensure the completion of the Ablekuma North parliamentary results since the December 7th elections. On the 9th of December 2024, 15 polling station results were added to the already collected results. All the 54 polling station results or the pin sheets were received from the National Democratic Congress. This brought to 219 collected polling station results. On the 21st of December 2024, 25 polling station results were added to the collation process. All the 25 polling station results were received from the New Patriotic Party. It is important to emphasize that the said 25 pin sheets were not scanned pin sheets, but rather carbon copies from the MPP. Even though the NDC collation agents reported late after 10 of the carbon copies had been authenticated by the returning officer, they were also allowed to go through these 10 carbon copies of the results. Consequently, the rest of the remaining 15 carbon copies were authenticated by both the NDC and MPP agents for that day. This brought to 244 collected polling station results. 37 polling station results became outstanding. On the 5th of January, 17 polling station results were added to the collation. All the 17 polling station results, scanned copies, were received from the MPP and confirmed by the NDC agents. This brought to 261 collected polling station results.
So that's Dr. Bosman Asari again after that interrogation by the majority chief whip. Let me go on the phone line. We'll speak to the political parties, but let's get into the constituency and speak to a former presiding member in that constituency, Labran Ibrahim. Ibrahim, good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time on 505.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Great. So before we get into the issues in the constituency, this is the indication we are getting from the Electoral Commission that there's going to be a rerun of that election in the constituency. First, how do you respond to that?
I don't know. The last time that the EC was in Parliament, I didn't hear him say there's going to be any rerun.
Yes. Great. So the previous engagement before Parliament was that there was not going to be a rerun, but today they've met some officials or executives of the political parties, and they've confirmed to them that there's going to be a rerun in the election.
Well, I'm not privy to that. Yes. Yeah, I'm not privy to that information. Yes.
Okay. What do you recall in that collation or that collection after that election?
What I know as the last engagement with EC with Parliament, and then the information I also have is that 278 polling stations have already been collated, and then we all know that we are left with only 3 to go, so that the EC will make declaration. So you are now telling me that there has been another meeting in which it was said that there is going to be a rerun of the elections in Ablekuma North, which I am not educated. I'm not privy to. Yes.
Okay, well, I can confirm to you that there was a meeting and now there's going to be a rerun in the coming weeks. So that's the confirmation I can give to you. Maybe it is yet to be communicated to members of officials of the constituency. So that is indication there. So I'm only finding out that in the rerun, ahead of the rerun, per what you saw in the previous election, what would you advise, one, the security agencies, the political parties, as we get into that rerun of that election?
Yes, if what we have just confirmed is anything to go by, I also advise that the security, we should beef up security. Because what happened the last time, I don't think both parties are going to take it lightly when it comes to security at this time round. Because the last time, I think, we've had elections in Ablekuma for, so many years. And then we have never had, any problem such as what happened the last time. And then I think we in NPP, I think we were taking it unaware because we were thinking that, we've always had election and then we believe with the NDC, our sisters, brothers and sisters in the constituency. By this time, the way they took the election, actually, importing people, I think, importing some people who were not in the constituency to come and then cause all sorts of problems. I think this time we are going to, if what you are saying is anything to go by, then we are also going to prepare adequately for this rerun.
So there were chaos in during the collation of the results. One will ask, was it the fault of the Electoral Commission or the political parties? Were the security involved at a point?
Yes, I will also say the security actually disappointed us this time around. They disappointed us because I think they should be able to take up some intelligence as to what will happen during the coalition. I don't know whether they weren't able to do that because the number of people that the security that they brought in the constituency weren't enough compared to what actually happened. Because in terms of protection, I remember at the point when the EC asked us to bring our, patients to the constituency coalition center, in fact, the NDC tax, the thousands and the guy who was holding our patients, that is where they were able to, to receive to take the patient from our one of our guys. And then that is what led to, they destroying them and then burning some of them, which there are videos to that effect. So I think the security, because we spoke to the police. Fortunately, the current IGP was at Ablekuma on that same day when the issue happened. He was there. The current IGP, he was there. And then, they even assured us that we should go and bring the finishes for that because they are going to provide us with the necessary security. That is why we also believe in them because we believe in their expertise. So we went in the cause of bringing it. That's when they withdrew and then overpowered our people. Yes.
Well, Ibrahim, thank you so much for your time this evening.